Issue Club. We're your weekly comic book podcast. We're just like Sue Storm. We love a good read. And read we did. We had a feast for our eyes, which sent synapses of knowledge and information to our noggins. Right?
Well, really, another reason we had such a feast was... Oopsie daisy.
2 weeks.
We missed last week.
Yeah.
Sicknesses got in the way, folks. Allergies are at high alert. So, as we say here in First Issue Club, we're sorry. We're sorry. We left you hanging. Should have left you without a dope beat to step two. Step two. But we're back now, and we got a lot to talk about. Who is this Superman guy on my television?
I know.
I am being inundated with these images of this alien coming to Earth, fighting battles that I didn't know needed to be fought.
And can I say something really controversial?
Okay.
I think he looks better with glasses.
I think he does too.
He's handsome with spectacles.
I think lens crafters would be smart to snatch that boy up, make him a spokesman, make a little money.
Can he do laser eyes through the lenses?
Can Superman get LASIK
and not melt the lenses?
No, he would, but it would go.
No, they'd fract. They would fracture.
They would refract.
You think so?
It would be like the Led Zeppelin album cover.
No, they would just refract, like because that's how lenses work.
Pink Floyd. Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I've been smoking a lot of drugs.
I mean, that means you should know Pink Floyd even more.
Yeah.
Greg's been chiefing Koosh. He's
got a fresh shipment of hashishin, and I have been shishin all the live long day down by the seashore.
Gone to dang outer space, man, which is where we keep our favorite beer in the galaxy.
What a pro.
Space Camper Cosmic IPA from Boulevard Brewing Company. One of the best hoppy beers you can get in the dang USA, nay, world, nay, universe.
Yum, yum. Give me some Dynamite Tum Tum. Boulevard Space Camper IPA. It's not a beer. It's a journey.
Thank you for making this podcast possible, Boulevard Brewing Company. We love you.
And we're in love with you.
Oh, while we're doing shout-outs, can we shout out
our friend Nick.
Our friend in the card game. Touch your pockets.
Yeah, touch my pockets. Touch my pockets.
Make sure you have the card game handy.
So every once in a while, we, in this show... influence people negatively and positively. This is an instance where our show positively affected someone. Our buddy Nick sent us some awesome stickers and a card game he made and a custom D20 that is nothing but fours.
He calls it the D420, which
So
I don't know how
rad.
you guys missed that.
Such great branding.
Incredible.
And his Shopify is on here, so we'll shout that out.
Did we clarify this already, or am I mental? The idea with the D420 is that you can have a D4, but actually roll it because it's a 20-sided die.
Yeah.
Right. So if you play any kind of D&D campaign or tabletop game, the D4 is a pyramid.
And so when you go to roll when you go to roll it, it just slaps flat on a table.
It is the worst dice to roll.
Yeah.
And so Nick has fixed that. And you can go find Nick over at Ghost Free Hood on Instagram. And then I think, Andy, you got the Shopify right there.
Yeah, it's cherry-moth-cake.myshopify.com.
But
thank you so much, Nick.
Yeah, and check out the card game. The art is like so rad. It definitely like...
Very punk DIY, like magic inspired.
It speaks to my mentalities.
Yeah. We're going to learn how to play it, and I'm going to crush these guys.
I'm very DIY. I'm very punk rock. I'm very aesthetically pleasing. These cards.
Oh, yay.
These cards are just like me, dog.
Up the punk.
Just like me, crypto. The only crypto in my wallet is a card of a dog.
We need to talk, and this is breaking news, special message.
Mm-hmm. Crypto popcorn bucket. No.
The milk bones are back in stock.
Popcorn buckets are getting out of control.
Oh, that's what he wants to talk about.
Novelty popcorn buckets. By now, most of you have seen Fantastic Four popcorn buckets. We got Herbie. We have
Top tier.
Real Doll Galactus head.
Bottom tier.
Oh, he's a power bottom, my friend. And then now we have Crypto, the dog from Superman, popcorn bucket, and the most insulting one, a dog bowl that you can put your popcorn in.
Oh, it's just a dog bowl?
That they're charging like $25.
I love that.
Just get a regular dog bowl for $8. We have reached critical mass with the humor of these.
They're fun.
The Galactus head is $80. Now
That's
I know,
too much.
I know,
That's too much.
I know. I sound like an old man yelling at clouds, and people are just going, "Well, don't fucking buy it, then." Greg.
That's how much
I'm not
Galactus
gonna.
heads cost now.
I'm not, and that's because of the tariffs. And I'm serious.
I cannot believe Trump tariffed Galactus heads.
When I was a kid, Galactus heads were like $16. I had a couple of them. I put them in my bike spokes. Sound like a motorcycle.
Right. God, if we only knew what we knew then.
God. But it's just like, what? Like, where do we go from here? The Galactus one is the biggest one they've ever made.
Yeah.
Like,
pretty great.
It's been verified.
I think it's fun. I like how ludicrous they all are. I think they're getting more stunt
Oh, it's all
marketing.
stunt now. It's
and
all stunt.
They're getting weirder and crazier. I think it wasn't as much of a stunt thing until the Dune popcorn bucket went viral. And now it's like, what's the craziest, ugliest thing we can make because it's going to go viral?
Okay, so confession time.
Yeah.
This is Vargas's Confessions.
He owns 5 of the Dune popcorn bucket.
Well,
And he has names for all of them.
4 to fuck and 1 to keep.
Spice will flow.
I do about once a month try and see the price of the Alien Romulus popcorn bucket because it was a xenomorph head.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I remember that.
And I want to get one and mount it on my wall like a hunting trophy.
Like you've killed, like you're a predator.
Exactly. But
Okay.
they're still like $80. And I'm not going to spend $80 on a plastic.
You know what? I
Alien
think
head.
you just might have to.
There was one. I remember messaging you guys. There was, for one of the Batman movies, there was a spotlight.
It was the bat signal.
The bat signal.
Yeah,
and you could
for
and
Matt
you could,
Reeves.
and you could remove the lid of it and put popcorn in it, but like you could bring it home, plug it in, and it like actually lit up.
Oof magoof.
And I thought that would be really rad to like back on one of my shelves have like a mini bat signal.
And let me be perfectly clear. I will be buying the Herbie one.
Yeah.
The Herbie Fantastic Four popcorn bucket will be coming home with me. Do you guys have...
I got a lust for buckets.
I'm lusting for buckets. An AMC can see me coming from a mile away.
Oh, this guy's going to buy a bucket.
But like, it's funny that like this guy's bucket
This
crazy. But it's like, why haven't
Is he a guitar player? Because that's a bucket head.
Why haven't other movies profited on it? Like, it seems like
What do you
only
mean?
like big blockbusters. Like, where's my Heredity popcorn bucket of like the kid's head that gets knocked off on the pole?
Oh, my God. You
Where-
just struck gold.
Where's my Midsommar guy in a bear suit popcorn bowl? Like, the horror movie genre needs to capitalize on this. We got Toxic Avenger coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Does that have a bucket?
And we don't know.
Well, it needs
Give me
one.
a Toxie bucket.
Yeah, you put a mop right next to a...
Oh, it's just a toxic barrel.
Yeah, it's just a barrel. Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, I was thinking just a metal bucket with a mop next to it.
Oh,
Either
mop
one
bucket.
works.
Yeah,
Either one works.
Right.
But there is a serious issue in this country with fucking popcorn buckets, and it needs to end. It just needs to stop. Another thing that needs to stop is Bad Idea.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Have
Lord.
we seen this? The new CGC stunt that they're doing?
No.
So Bad Idea is known for having a lot of, for lack of a better word, bad ideas.
They're a small comic book publisher.
Yeah, they've just recently started to sell into comic book shops. Like, you can order them through their shop now. Like,
Why?
Yeah.
Who would want to do that? What? I can just go to a place and buy it?
listen, that's another episode. A few years ago, they got in trouble because they did the first invisible comic book, right? It was like a translucent comic book, and it came graded in like every grading factor you could get.
Yeah, it was 28 pages of acetate.
Yes, with staples.
Yeah.
And there was one in a 9.8, a 9.6, a 9.4, a 9.2. They did the whole
All the way
spectrum of
down
grades.
to like 0.5, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there was a kind of some hoopla with that because Louis here. Hey, Louis.
Sorry, my dog's going crazy in the background.
For whatever reason, now they've upped the ante. They have a new book coming out about vampire hunters, and this is CGC certified. What you can get, it's a CGC graded book with a wooden stake through it.
Huh.
Okay, that's kind of dope.
And like the wooden stake, you can like have it sit on your shelf. So like the wooden stake is positioned in a way
So
that the book is like
stands like a frame.
yes, but the wooden stake is through the book.
yeah, that's sick. I love that.
Interesting.
So they had to like make a special case for this CGC book.
So,
I like this gimmick, I think.
well,
So
There is a caveat.
There
Okay.
it is.
There's a
There
caveat.
It is.
There is a. So it's limited to.
spit it out. We're ready.
It's like limited to like a very short number.
Yeah.
And you have to order a certain amount, like through Sanskrit or something. Like they have this long list of things that you must do
You have to actually kill a real vampire
to be able to get it.
Yeah. So that they will bless you with the ability to spend the $6,000
Right.
this book costs.
The bad idea button you got 5 years ago, you can finally cash that in now to
the
get
buttons
this
are a great lore piece from Bad Idea.
And it's just like it's another classic case of Bad Idea having a fun thought and then
Like ruining
fucking ruining it
Yeah.
with a bunch of like rigmarole.
convoluted stuff. Yeah.
So dumb. But I got that email today, so I thought I would share with everyone.
Okay.
That's cool.
The concept is cool. The picture they showed was awesome.
Yeah,
And I was like, I'm gonna look into this to see how much it is. And I was like, oh, I have to jump through 15 hoops to do.
if I was like a guy with unlimited resources, I would do that with like a 30 Days of Night reprint. And that would be sick as hell.
Yeah, that's
Right?
true.
Just do it myself with a book.
Just ram a full-on stake
Yeah.
through a.
through a CGC graded 30 Days of Night reprint. That
Okay.
would be sick.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. That's a fun idea.
Yeah, and I could do that for like $50.
$50. Because we all know the price of wooden stakes have gone through the roof.
True. It's because of the tariffs.
Wooden stakes are at a real
People need
premium.
them for their protest signs.
God.
We're getting quiet while we're talking about this because it's a very serious topic.
Yeah, it's very
close to our
serious.
hearts.
LA is burning again for different reasons and not wildfires.
Did you see the video of the reporter getting shot is crazy.
I know, just reporting the news, and the cops just like, you know what?
Just like
Fuck this.
straight up. I love that the camera got this guy. He just turns towards her, aims his gun at her legs, and shoot. Like she's just like doing
Yeah.
nothing to
Like a dad
provoke
with a
this
water
guy.
hose to his kids.
Is obviously pressed, and he's just like, I think I'm gonna shoot a lady. I should say rubber bullet. I mean, he hasn't.
I mean, still.
I know. Still, that's what I'm saying. It should be assault
Yeah. It should be a lot of things.
at a minimum, right?
But that's just the times we live in.
Yeah.
It should even be pepper.
Wow.
Okay,
Assault
that took me a second.
pepper.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Vargas.
You're welcome. Trying to be some levity to the
Folks, I want to
situation.
apologize for Andrew Vargas's blatant disrespect for salt and pepper.
As a punishment, his social security number is.
Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 700. What else is there?
I don't know.
I did see that our buddy Jason Aaron was on the set of the Superman movie.
Yeah, that was
Really cool.
They brought like basically every living Superman
Writer?
Yeah,
I think I saw Scott Snyder.
Yeah, Snyder was there. Dan Jurgens was there. I mean, just there were 12 different guys that I could not identify, but
Yeah.
Dan Slott was not there.
Too new.
Notoriously absent.
Or maybe he just wasn't in the picture.
Conspicuously absent.
He was just like taking the picture. Photo by Dan Slott.
Poor Dan.
Poor Dan. My hair wasn't good that day. I wanted to take the picture.
Somebody had to do it.
But yeah, that was a cool picture.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool to see hometown boy
Yeah, I love it.
up there in the big time.
Someone actually from Kansas writing Superman for once.
What a wacky idea.
Yeah.
Did you know that, and I think we talked about it when Absolute Superman came out, it's the first person to ever do that.
That is not
Oh,
true.
is that right?
The first person from Kansas to
No,
actually.
that's not true. Jim Lee's from Kansas City.
Jim Lee is from
Or
Kansas City, Omaha.
St. Louis. He's from St. Louis.
Missouri.
Right.
Yeah. Nice
Andy.
try at a
Sorry.
gotcha, Vargas.
Sorry.
But Jason Aaron's from Kansas.
Is he?
I don't know.
He lives. He lives in Kansas, right?
He lives in Kansas City.
Well, I mean,
That's
No,
for sure.
I think he lives on the Kansas
he lives
side.
on the Kansas side. He lives in Overland Park.
Buh.
I know his exact address, and it is 12345 Jason Aaron Lane.
Oh, crazy. That's almost the same as my social security number.
The Jason Aaron Lane part.
Yeah.
What else?
What else? What else?
What else we got? What else we got?
Well, we've got a lot of comics to talk about.
We
so
do.
We don't have to stretch too much for the news.
That's true. Oh, and next week we're going to talk about the Revival TV show because it's happening while we're recording.
Hell yeah.
I was going to say I was very excited to get my Battle Beast comics to open a bunch of bags of those.
Have they come in yet?
I got the shipment. None of them were in there.
Uh-oh.
I order from, for a while, I ordered from a place that I no longer order from.
For
That-
this reason.
That always, I would pre-order a book that would sell for more than like $20.
Oh, no.
And the aftermarket, it would always be gone from my shipment.
Fuck.
It's happened so many times.
Do they ever give an explanation?
They say they get shorted when I'm like, where are these?
How many? You ordered a lot.
I ordered 10 of them and the A cover. I ordered 10 of the blind bag and the A cover the moment they announced them. Didn't get one of them.
Not even an A cover?
Not even an A cover.
Oh,
They're selling them all on eBay.
fuck that
Yeah.
place.
Totally.
I wish I knew who they were, but the name is unknown at this time. Unknown at this time. Anywho, let's get in the comic books.
Yeah.
There's a
do
real
it.
reason you're here. There's
Yeah.
a real meat and potatoes. Lead us off, Argy.
Okay, I'll do a couple from last week just real quick since we missed them. I really wanted to prioritize the new Cullen Bunn 6-gun book because I'm jazzed that this story's coming back. It's a 0 issue, and what I think is going on here is it's going to be kind of like an anthology series. It seems like it's taking place before and after the main 6-gun series.
Mm-hmm.
So it opens up with the story of this knight, and he's got, they call it the third blade. So it seems like this is like before the 6 guns are the 6 guns. Mm-hmm. He's got a sword instead. And then the cover in the back of it kind of makes it look like it's going to be kind of like throughout the years, these like different heroes have different
badass.
like weapons that are analogous to the 6 guns. So
Cool.
if you like 6-gun, pick it up. It's kind of a Western horror, supernatural kind of thing.
Western horror, supernatural kind of thing. Dun-dun-dun.
Cullen Bunn, stop being so good.
I mean, truly.
Every book you write
Yeah.
is good, and I have to buy it. I'm running out of money.
I will say,
And you're not running out of ideas. That's not fair.
can I say the mission statement of this podcast is we cover first issues or sometimes 0 issues. That's the case right now.
Yeah, that was an exception.
In order to be like an accessible place so we can talk about comics with longtime comic book fans, or a new comic book fan could be invited into the hobby.
Sure.
Because we're talking about new things that are easy to jump into.
Uh-huh.
One of the most accessible ways to get into comics, I feel, is to find a writer whose voice you like. And not a lot of people think that way when you're new to comic books.
Yeah.
That you're just like, gosh, I know who the X-Men are, and so maybe I'll try to get into that. Or I liked this movie, so maybe I'll try to get into this other, or The Boys or something. And those sort of comics are
Inaccessible.
a lot of times really inaccessible or hard to find the right place to start, or maybe they're like hard to track down. Whereas if you give like a handful of random things a shot, or listen to our podcast and think you hear
The
something
best
that
option is to
resonates with
listen
you,
to this podcast,
True.
and that's a real answer.
because we're spending tons of money each week
Yes.
to give you a synopsis.
We're doing
of
the
like
legwork.
whether we liked it or not. But if something resonates with you, try staying in that artist's little bibliography for a minute.
Yeah.
And you'll find a ton, like with Cullen Bunn, if you like his stuff,
Yeah.
he's just got like a boatload of miniseries.
And then, if you do
And some
that,
long
you might
ongoings.
actually find a genre you like. And then you can explore that genre with other writers and artists. And then you get kind of a
What's beyond,
murderer's row of
what's
people you
beyond
like.
genre?
Well, you can work the other direction too, right? Like if you
backwards.
if you are like a fan of horror books,
Okay.
like prose books.
Pitch me on this.
If you're a fan of horror prose,
Okay.
you can Google horror comic books
I'm actually a fan of horror cons.
and get
Is Jason one of these pros you're talking about? I'm thinking if anyone's a professional at horror.
Horror.
Freddy Marcus
Yeah.
just gets up and leaves.
Critters. The little trimmers animals.
oh boy.
What are they called?
What?
The trimmers animals?
Graboids.
Hell yeah.
I always feel
Ass
like
blasters.
if anytime somebody clarifies something as prose, I'm like, you mostly read comic books. Otherwise, the assumption is, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, you're reading a normal
Oh,
book.
you're reading a book?
Yeah. That people with 401ks have.
Yeah, that's right.
Have I ever told you guys my mom calls them cartoon books?
Because your mom's a saint.
I love that.
Protect her at all costs.
I've always loved funny books, cartoon books.
I like
Those-
funny books.
Yeah.
Picture books.
Because she knows I have 10,000 of them and it makes me irritated. So she's like, oh, how's your cartoon book podcast?
My mom calls them junk.
A waste of time.
You still read that junk? Sure do.
Sure do. Every week.
Got a show about it. Toad.
So, Six Gun, issue 0, worth picking up.
A+.
I also read World to Come because there was some,
Controversy.
some hoopla.
Controversy.
So I had to read that. It looks great. Quesada's on art. It read great. Priest is writing. It's a little kind of mishmashy.
Is that backwards?
They put the artist before the writer.
Yeah.
Weird.
Quesada's doing the art. Yep.
That's interesting.
That's very rare.
I mean, he's the biggest name of the book.
I know, but typically.
Yeah. Okay, here's one of those things. So the Marvel method, if people aren't familiar, with the way they used to do these when Stan Lee would write all the like classic Marvel comics, would be the artist would draw the comic, and then Stan Lee would write words to the drawings.
All right, what do we got here?
Which, when you're like thinking about it, the artist is doing a great majority of the work here. Plotting this thing,
All right, this guy says Excelsior, that guy says Excelsior.
creating all the nuance and scenes, especially when you read old comics, like they are very corny, right?
Yeah, right.
So it's like
Love you, Mitt Stanley.
so much of the work is the illustrator. If that's the way this book was written, I kind
no
of
way.
feel we should go back in history and
I did just finish my time machine.
put Jack Kirby's name above a lot of Marvel writers.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when we reprint these things
Yeah.
that always say Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, whoever else, Jack Kirby.
Jack Kirby presents the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Also, Stan Lee's here.
Sorry, Stan, we love you, but
So
what it is.
I don't think this was like
the world to come is what we're talking about.
we're talking about the world to come,
A Marvel Knight's Tale.
which is cool.
With
Yeah.
Heath Ledger.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's cool that Marvel Knights is back. I don't think this book was worth the
Hype.
hype. Well, not
the
the
controversy?
hype. The controversy.
Just all it is.
No, I don't want to because like I read it knowing what was going to happen, and it was
Did it
like,
ruin it for real?
No, it's just like kind of a thud. Like
It's orchestrated controversy. This is
Yeah.
TikTok, social media blown out of proportion.
it's literally a single page.
The thing
at
that
the
is
end.
revealed
Yeah.
needs to be explained
Yeah.
in other issues to make sense.
Right.
First of all, Christopher Priest has been writing Black Panther before a lot of you were even fucking born.
Yeah.
So chill the beans. Secondly, what you think is happening is not happening.
Yeah, you know what this probably is, if I can say this without spoiling it. You know how maybe I can't say this without spoiling it. I'm thinking about the times when you would have the Prowler dressed as Spider-Man.
Sure.
So
yeah.
Peter Parker could go do his thing and pull
Yeah.
people off the scent of who he was.
This book accomplished what it wanted to accomplish, which is people talking about it.
Yes, totally.
Well, and I mean, I think had I not had the big reveal spoiled for me, I would have gotten to the end and been like, "Oh, that's an interesting twist. I wonder where they're going with that." And that would have been like the fucking end of it.
Yeah. It's revealed that Black Panther is one of the Quiznos subs animals.
We love these subs. I'm Black Panther. This comic's a special price. This is no one remembers these commercials except for Greg and I probably. I know like all the words to it.
Just demonic looking thing. Google it. Google it right now on your phone. Quiznos subs creatures.
Is Quiznos
Still around.
beyond one? Yeah, still around. Is it beyond the Midwest? Or is it a uniquely Midwest
I
thing?
think you haven't looked at our analytics of who is listening to our show. It's mostly the Midwest and Canada.
It's mostly Quiznos freaks. Quiznos Freak 81.
Always commenting on our Spotify.
Reviewing every episode. More Quiznos talk.
Another episode where they don't mention Quiznos. 0 out of 10.
All right, that was a fun aside.
Oh, you've moved the book away.
Yeah, I'm done talking about it.
Yeah.
So now for the new stuff.
Yes, I'll say the books that you covered already while jumping on points, it requires some familiarity with existing stuff.
Maybe the Marvel Knights one not as much.
Yes, six gun feels like it definitely needs. You need some backstory and familiarity with the world that the story takes place in. Mm-hmm. World to Come felt like a fresher jumping on point. You really only need to know about Black Panther.
Right. And if you're reading comic books, you kind of already know who Black Panther is.
Yeah, you know who Black Panther is. What did we...
I read Blood Type and Silver Surfer.
All right, cool. Those are the next
that
ones.
That overlapped with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Blood Type is the first EC Comics spinoff. It's a 4-issue mini of a story they did back in Epitaph issue 3. It's a story about a lady vampire who washes ashore on an island and potentially is encountering another hive of vampires. I don't know what the word is.
They're not vampires, they're ghouls.
Ghouls.
So
Ghouls.
what she once thought was going to be kind of like a vacation on this island with a bounty of people to consume now turns into like this mystery of who are these other people that are taking sustenance away from her. This book blew my socks off.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was incredible. I cannot stress to you folks listening how well EC is slam dunking all of these books.
I was thinking about this today. It's insane that they've not only had no bad series, they've had no bad issues.
Yeah.
Like every issue of every series they've put out so far has been awesome.
And I don't know what is in the water. It's just, I don't know if they're just allowing the creative teams to kind of explore these unique ideas, or if just like these creative teams are just like understanding the assignment to begin with, but something is happening with these EC books that is just resonating with myself as a reader and other readers in general.
And can I say with this one in particular, like I'm not afraid of ghosts. I'm terrified of ghouls. So I love what they're doing with this. I don't really believe in ghosts.
Ghouls don't cry.
They don't bug me. I think if I saw one, I would be like
a ghost or a ghoul.
Interesting experience. Ghouls terrify me.
You know why? Casper ruined ghosts as far as fear.
That's probably what it is. You know what?
Casper made ghosts.
That's probably it, Greg.
Approachable.
Casper.
There's no Casper equivalent for ghouls.
That was a little snail tail.
Maybe like William Dafoe's the closest ghoul I know.
Especially in The Lighthouse.
Maybe Mitch McConnell.
Talk about a terrifying
Mitch McConnell
ghoul.
might be a ghoul. He's very ghoulish.
One of these groovy ghoulies.
Oh, I love that, man. Shout out to Groovy Ghoulies. But I mean, it's a low investment.
Totally.
What do you mean?
4 issues.
4 issues.
Oh, okay. Low
And-
time investment.
Low time investment and money.
And money.
Time and money. It's important to you folks. And it's like it ties into an already existing story that isn't necessary to read,
Yeah.
but does enhance the reading experience of this particular book.
Yep.
I love the so EC old classic horror comic series and being revived here. I love that they've kept the corny taglines on the cover. This one says "Terror in a jugular vein."
Oh, they kept the corny
They've got
Crypt Keeper dude in everything. Like
Yeah,
there is a
that's great.
narrator in this that's just like, I'd love to help this woman out, but as you can see, my hands are full.
EC had 3 or 4 different characters like this that told the tales.
Yeah.
And the Crypt Keeper is the
One of them.
most popular one
Well, he got his own show.
because it became a show.
Yeah.
They
There's
had like a hag.
There's a hag, yes.
And then they
Was
had
there
like
a witch too, or is the hag
There's
the
a witch, a hangman, Mitch McConnell.
as it was foretold in 1940s comic books.
Hello, I'm Mitch McConnell. Do you want to hear a spooky story? I'm trying to dismantle Medicaid.
You have to watch We Die live on TV.
I touched a Horcrux, and now my hand's black and blue.
Yeah.
Timely references for a man who is very old and sick.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, seriously, forget how to breathe. Next.
I do want to say too, EC is also, they're doing another, not epitaphs, but it's another like Terror from the Abyss or something.
Hell yeah.
And then they're doing Cruel Universe 2.
More anthology books, please.
Yeah.
Before we get into this, Andy.
Yeah.
I read 3 Marvel books.
Oh.
I read Runaways,
Oh yeah.
Imperial,
Uh-huh.
and Death of Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
And I have a quick breakdown of those books.
Totally.
I just want to see.
Can you rank them?
Yeah, I can.
It was before or after?
After I will rank them. Okay. However,
As
Imperial.
long as you rank them, I don't care when
Ranking
you do it.
will
just
happen.
do it. Okay.
But if the interruptions continue, the ranking cannot happen. All right, Imperial lived up to the hype.
That's so dope. I didn't get a chance to read it yet.
Lived up to the hype. We give Jonathan Hickman a lot of flack
Oh, do we?
for his charts and his
okay.
tomfoolery.
He's got to chart it. He's got to graph it.
But the man knows how to orchestrate a gigantic story.
We generally really like his stuff. Yeah.
We do. We give him some guff, but it's out of love.
We rib him.
He sometimes
We guff him on his indies.
doesn't get past the finish line on the independent books, I think. Yeah.
It's because he gets called into the big
yeah,
leagues.
he's like, I'm tired of writing this.
He's like, you know what? I need a paycheck.
I need a paycheck.
I'm gonna call up Marvel or DC. Death of Silver Surfer, refreshingly subdued,
Yeah.
but has the most intriguing outcome possible.
Uh-huh.
Meaning, you read Death of Silver Surfer, you think something's gonna happen first issue. It does not. That's what shocked me the most about this is Silver Surfer makes that alive in the first issue.
Oh, yeah.
So, I applaud Marvel for not doing the thing that I just assumed they were going to do with issue 1, which was like open with his death. And where it goes from here is actually very exciting.
Yeah. I liked that. I mean, Greg Pak has written Silver Surfer before.
Yes, he has.
I
It's
like
the
it.
second time doing it now?
I think so.
Yeah.
I like it when Surfer books set the tone that they want kind of out of the gate because Silver Surfer's been written
A lot.
very differently across his time period. You know, Dan Slott, Mike Allred's Silver Surfer reads a lot different than this Silver Surfer.
Yeah, he's been introspective. He's been zany. He's
Yeah.
been like the silent steward of the universe. He's also been a vengeful battle axe. He's
Yeah.
been many things to many different creators and writers.
Yeah. So I like that Greg Pak spent a couple of pages just like kind of telling us how we're supposed to read the book just through the tone that he
Left
was
to right.
using. Left to right, top to bottom.
Opposite manga.
Yeah. And then
That's how we refer to it here in America.
These opposite manga books.
I also liked the way that he kind of just introduced the theme of life and death and the Silver Surfer's place in the universe.
We also get a new character in this.
We do.
And
First
a
appearance
new
alert.
character's mom as well.
Hell yeah.
Which Greg
He's got a huge mommy sub collection.
Greg, as in Greg Pak, not Greg
Oh,
as in me.
not you. You're like, I've
Genius.
got a couple long boxes full of mom
Yeah,
appearances.
this is my mom collection. No, Greg Pak said that the mom will continue to play kind of a pivotal role in the series as well, which I thought was really fun. But this young new hotshot works for this like alien.
Short sword.
She works for SWORD, and their job is to like
Kill aliens. That's how I read it.
There's also like her boss is like some kind of like corporate dipshit who's concerned about earnings and like proving worth to the company.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, it's like a real Bezos in there. All about the money. I remember when hunting aliens was just about passion.
Yeah, that's right. It was more of a hobby.
My dad worked in an alien hunting factory back in the 70s, and he could afford a 4-bedroom ranch house and send all of us kids to college.
Lost the romance.
It's a union job. Hunting aliens.
No,
He used to
no.
stand for something.
No. You're supposed to hunt aliens for love of the game. It's more baseball than it is.
It's kind of a catch and release thing. You catch him and then release
You got
him back.
respect
Yeah.
for,
Take a picture with it real quick.
The great
and put it
alien.
back into the Milky Way. Off you go.
Teddy
Ripped
Roosevelt.
into the sea of space.
Yeah. Here you go.
Teddy Roosevelt, our greatest alien hunter president.
Yeah.
You know?
He's almost called terrestrial Roosevelt.
We did it.
Thank you.
Take a lap.
Anything else on Surfer?
I liked it a lot.
It was very good.
It was very good.
Very, very intriguing.
Yeah.
And then lastly, I read Runaways, which was by Rainbow Rowell. A surprise hit of the week. Holy shit, that book was so good. Rainbow Rowell, not her first run in with the Runaways, just really solidifies why the Runaways are important and why Rainbow needs to be writing this book. It was fun. It was funny. It dealt with a lot of LGBTQ identity. I'm doing a hook hand on the table that Mike D is mimicking for the video folks.
You guys both do this. It's a Vargas and Greg
Vargas
thing.
does it on his books, though.
It just drives me nuts.
He hits the books like this.
Yeah.
What about if I do this?
You don't need
Oh,
to.
what are you doing? Oh, he's like folding them like they're like shuffling cards. Make me sick. Anyway, Runaways is a fantastic book. If you're a new fan and an old fan, you'll get something out of this. The art is incredible. The conversations between the characters is unique and fluid. All around badass time.
Is Rainbow an artist or just a writer?
Writer.
Okay.
Correct.
She did She-Hulk, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Ryan Gonzalez sometimes gets confused
Oh, right,
with this writer because their handles are Rainbow Gonzalez.
Oh,
Got it.
I
Or
should say,
Rainbow. Rainbow,
Elena
Rainbow.
Casagrande was the artist on this book.
I love Elena
Then you will
Casagrande.
fucking love this book.
Phenomenal
is
artist.
Incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It's such a fun book.
All right, what's the ranking?
Ranking is Imperial, Runaways, Death Silver Surfer.
How about it?
Imperial, I don't know how he does it, but he set up this huge, massive story he's going to tell in such a succinct and like eloquent way that like any other writer would have fumbled.
Yeah.
There's so many threads here, and like we get Nova back, we got Peter and his dad. Like I guess his dad's like a king now or something, or like on the
Oh, has been for a while. Yeah.
Okay, so
He's the emperor of
some country
something.
or some
Planet.
Sorry. And so he's there, and he has a really unique story going on. We have the Hulks doing their Hulk thing. And then
This is a double-sized issue.
Yeah, it was huge.
Yeah.
Who are the Mohawk people?
Oh gosh,
The bird people?
Yes. No, it is. It's
Oh,
the,
is it?
The Shi'ar?
Yeah,
Shi'ar.
Yeah, they're in there and they're doing some badass shit.
Mohawk. Are you thinking of Gladiator?
Gladiator's in there.
Is he? Okay.
With
Part of the-
Shadowbird or whatever.
Yeah, he's
or
part of the
whatever.
Is he?
Imperial Guard, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes. And then Teddy and Wiccan are in there.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
Yep.
And Ronan the Accuser.
Sure.
The Accusers are there too. It's just like
All of the accusers. Do
all-
we have Laura L or whatever her
she
name
wasn't there, but
Okay.
I think she's on her way.
Okay.
Some drama happens, some like political intrigue.
Cool.
Oh,
This sounds good.
dude, and like
Just hearing all the niche Marvel characters, this sounds like exciting for
then
me.
there's some like Wakanda shit in here that is like very intriguing.
All right.
I'm like, I was fully ready to skip this event, and now I fear I'm
You're all in.
all in.
Does it have potential to transcend your favorite Marvel event of all time, War of the Realms? Dude, does it have War of the Realms energy?
Yeah. Space energy. Space War of the Realms.
War of the Realms.
Well, especially because it's not like a big sweeping event.
But I think that's
Right?
kind of why I liked War of the Realms too. The tie-ins were a nice additive.
yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, it was pretty good.
The thing I liked about the War of the Realms tie-ins was they did a really good job of throwing random mixes of characters so you don't get to see interact that much together.
Yeah. Well, like in the Daredevil mini series was like he got his vision back because he was
Heimdall, right?
he was Heimdall for a while.
That's right.
And
That's
then-
so fun.
There was a Punisher Kill Crew book where he was just like laying out ice giants.
Yep.
There was the book written by the McElroy brothers and their dad, where they're like, I think it's the Runaways going across the country in a Winnebago.
Yeah.
There's like just a lot of fun
There
shit.
was. Do you remember the Giant Men?
Yes, yes,
That
it
was like
all the people that could grow big.
all the
Yeah.
characters that could grow big, who are never together
Yes.
because they're always like, we just need one of these
And they
big
keep-
Oh
guys.
yeah, it was called Giant Men, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
they keep making
Yes.
that joke. They're just like, we're never together, are
Yeah,
we? They're
right.
just like big men, big men. Yeah, that was a fantastic book. I sincerely love War of the Realms. I don't know if there are going to be many tie-ins in this Imperial book, but
I haven't seen any spin-offs or anything.
the implications of this could be huge because it includes characters that Jonathan Hickman created in Gods.
Of course.
Yeah.
So he's tying his Gods stuff into this Imperial stuff, and there's a lot of like referential.
I still think Kubik's Core is maybe the best character created this millennia.
You are in fucking insane. People listening who have read Marvel their entire lives don't know who that character is. They're thinking you just made a character up.
Mike D, world's biggest
Kubik's Core fan.
Dude, that's the next commission you need to get.
Yeah, and the person's gonna go, who? I had to Google that name.
A guy who lives in a box whose interior is larger than its exterior.
Yeah.
Well, gotta love that.
Yeah, it's just like me with a refrigerator box.
So
Yes.
Kubik's.
It's
So
Doctor
cute.
Who.
That's so Cubics. That's so Cubics.
Starring Raven Simone.
Yeah. It's my house. It's bigger than you see. That's my... And what did I read anything else? I don't think I read anything else. I mean, what else is there to read? Nope, that's it. Continue.
I also read Batman and Robin, Jason Todd, #1. It's Lemire and Wynn following up their Robin and Batman book.
Oh, can I say? Listen to our this week's Patreon to hear which Robin Mike D would kill.
oh yeah,
True. We do kill off a Robin.
We kill off a Robin.
Mike D kills off.
I vote off a Robin.
Yeah.
I vote a Robin
Yeah.
off the island.
We snuff his tiki torch.
Yep.
I saw
The
Somebody-
Jeff Lemire variant.
yeah.
Nice.
Somebody in the Discord was maligning this book.
I can't get over the way you just said nice. It was very like fedora tipping. Oh,
Nice.
Nice. Sorry.
Somebody was not complaining or whatever, but commented that this book was
Defaming.
a little bit heavy-handed, and I will agree with that. Jason Todd is extremely like edgelord in this book.
I need to stop moving them.
But I think it serves the purpose to differentiate
Why are you laughing? Because he's hitting it.
this character
No,
from
I'm just thinking of like, there's so many different types of edgelord, and when I hear edgelord, I'm just like,
Just like jamming Ace of
Jason
Base.
Jason Todd just like, oh, so you've seen my katanas on
Yeah.
the on the wall, have you?
have
that's
you heard of the-
Damien.
Oh, very interesting, milady.
Have you heard I'm the best woman?
Let me give you a tour.
Yeah.
No, he's
And
an
just like the wet woman you ate at, I too come with seasoning.
A complete edgelord.
No, he's more
One day
like
you will be my waifu.
Jesus.
You can tell we're reaching the end of the episode because we're stir crazy.
No, he's more like, everything sucks, and I'm gonna punch somebody into like a Kyle Monster Energy.
All
I
right,
hate my dad. I wish you would notice me.
Yeah, he's Eam.
Yeah,
He's
Emo.
Emo.
The shorter version of emo.
Emo. Shorten a 3-letter word down to 2.
Which was shortening the word emotional.
Yeah. And you're so E.
Did we just coin Eam?
First appearance. Slap it. First appearance of Eam.
Sorry.
no, you're not. You're not sorry.
I love Midwest Eam.
So, I think while the characterization of Jason Todd is pretty heavy-handed in the book, I think it goes a long way to make this book feel very distinct from the last book they did that was of the same ilk. And I would love to see them do one for each Robin.
I love Stephanie Brown.
Yeah, I mean,
She's like one of my favorites.
I think it would just be incredible. And the creative team are like top-notch creators.
Yeah.
So I'll say this. I think if you're a Jason Todd fan,
Don't exist.
you probably won't like this much because it kind of makes Jason feel like really one-dimensional.
Yeah.
But-
Like a crybaby.
Yeah. But it could change over the next 2 issues, I guess. So, but I really liked it.
I got hit with a pipe.
I also read New Avengers, which,
We talked about that a while ago when we read the Marvel previews because the team was so unique.
yeah, they rebranded this. This was supposed to be a Thunderbolts book, but
Oh my God. That's right.
following the same path as the movie, they rebranded it to New Avengers.
Holy shit.
Oh, I didn't know Eddie Brock Carnage was going to be in this.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah, that is cool.
So the lineup here is pretty unique. It's Eddie Brock as Carnage, Bruce Banner Hulk, Namor, Clea, Laura Kinney Wolverine, Bucky Barnes, and Black Widow.
Kill one of these characters off from Marvel continuity.
Namor.
Same. You Namor fan?
I am. I am a Namor fan.
I don't have a soft
You're
spot
an
for him.
Invaders fan.
I am an Invaders fan.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
love Invaders.
Yeah. So you're killing off Bucky Barnes then.
I'm killing Clea.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
See Doctor Strange go nuts after his waifu dies. One thing I did want to ask either of you
Real
guys.
wife guy.
real waifu guy.
Natasha did not use any symbiote powers in here. Did she lose that, or did they just kind of drop
Oh,
it?
she's just leasing it. Well, you just shut down.
do either of you
I
guys
think
know?
that's done.
She lost the symbiote somehow?
I think I can't remember if they decided to part ways or if the symbiote died or what exactly happened.
Okay.
The symbiote quiet quit on her.
But I think that story did have a
Okay.
resolution.
I did not read that then.
Yeah.
Or
It was very hard to follow. One, I appreciated how long that thing lasted.
Yeah.
That Black Widow had a symbiote suit for way longer than you would think. It's normally like a stunt thing when something like that happens.
Yeah.
But there was no ongoing Black Widow at the time, right? So
Yeah.
she was just showing up in like 3-issue minis and like a side tie-in comic every once in a while.
yeah, and the Venom run.
Yeah, so it was easy to lose track of the thread of that story. But I did like the whole, like, yes, a Black Widow, throw her into the kind of Spider-Man universe just because of the name.
Well, and it was a dope character. Like, I don't know. I really liked it. I kind of hope it comes back now that she's in, like, an ongoing series. But anyway, so that's the team. The whatever story is that Bucky Barnes is putting together a team to, like, well, he's not putting together a team. That's my one knock to this book, is they lean super hard into the thing that the movie does, where they're like, we're not a team. We're definitely not a team. But
By the end, they're just like, guess we're a team.
well, guess we're yeah, and that's like it's a lame
Let's get
ongoing
jerseys.
joke. But
Yeah.
I know that somebody at Disney was like, you have to do the thing that the movie did.
Yeah. This is Kevin Feige.
Yeah, it was whoever.
He reads them with one of those little magnifying things.
I see they're not mentioning that they're not a team. I thought
I'm
we
lo-
agreed on that from the last email.
I'm looking for 4 very specific words that I'm not seeing here, Sam.
I do want to give you guys the breakdown of like the bit that they do throughout this book because
it's the team thing.
fucking rules. No, so
There's 2 bits in this?
2 bits.
2 bits for 1 price. Give me a break.
They show up.
1/4 portion. Sorry.
They show up to this factory that they're supposed to be like destroying, and inside of it ends up being the Jackal, who is cloning the Illuminati. So it's
Like Beyonce and Jay-Z.
I love it.
It's 11:45 at night.
they're cloning like the Marvel Illuminati.
Yeah. Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, Iron Man,
Professor Xavier.
Professor Xavier, Mr. Fantastic, but they're all like messed up versions.
Mr. McConnell.
They meet in the basement of a Washington, D.C. pizza shop.
Nick Cage is there.
And they drink the blood of children.
Yeah. I got the Declaration of Independence. Could I please be cloned?
Where's the children?
Nick, no. Please.
Anyway, so they fight these clones of the Illuminati, but they're all like messed up versions. And then at the very end, there's a clone of Black Bolt who's like the size of the Hulk and not very smart, so he doesn't know to not scream.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking sick. It was a very cool book.
Yeah.
My only knock against it was that they did the whole like we're not a
team.
thing. Yeah.
Like, okay. Whatever. You bad news bears.
We were on a break.
Yeah.
We were on a break. The Ross Avengers.
So new
Pivot.
Avengers, really fucking good.
Okay, cool.
And that's it.
Thank you again for listening to the First Issue Club. We have all the social medias that you can possibly think of. We have a Discord that you'll love. We have a Patreon that you'll love even more. If you're over 21, please drink Space Camper IPA. If you like this show, give it a 5-star rating. Other than that, see you.
Bye. First Issue Club is edited and produced by Mike DeStacy and Greg Lichtite. Follow us on social media at First Issue Club and check out our Patreon for videos, audio, and more at patreon.com/firstissueclub.